TypeScript Tea Time. I'm your host, Mirko, and hope you have a wonderful evening or day or good night, maybe even if you're in a even more Eastern time zone than I am. Yeah, and make yourself comfortable, get yourself a cup of tea and enjoy the show, as well as join into the chat, say hi, and let's get this party started. Because we are doing live coding again. Last time we were working on our little game, kind of. This was the original design, and we're kind of getting closer to what we had on here. We do have our random characters, which do look like this. We do have the background. We do have the monster on the right side, which is always this guy currently. When the monster gets attacked, we see these damage numbers, although they are kind of, let's say, they are not very attractive right now, but we can make them better. But the most important part is that we have some degree of feedback that something is happening. We also have a working up on the top, the health bar of the monster. There's the idea to add health bars to the characters as well as maybe names. Because it's unclear who is who if we don't do that. But yeah, for the time being, this is where we are. And currently we were at the stage where we were trying to use a Bezier curve to animate this kind of jump behavior that we want when a character attacks. He or she should jump to the monster and then ideally do an animation, but for the time being, we just move there and then jump back. And at the same time, we see the damage number popping up, which means, oh, damage taken. We might also make some shake, add some shake to the monster to indicate it was actually hit. So that's a big idea currently. And we are not too far away from that. But before we start, let me take a quick look at the chat and say hello and enjoy your tea. Because I definitely will. Okay, so let's continue where we left off last time. Let me maybe start. On the one hand, I can do yarn. So dev server. That's one script I added. It basically just goes into the. It should go into the server. At least that's what it was designed to. /server. You should. Why am I in the wrong directory? Okay. Why start server? Dev server. Man. Permission denied. Interesting. Now that's a new one. That's because we have to do CD, of course. Finally, we've got it. So this starts our development server, which is running on port 3000, and on the one hand exposes a tiny API where we can do /adventurers, I think, and then we see the people who actually have joined so far: TypeScript Tea Time, Danica Chan, H. Kastovich, Mace Great, and Jason Sanzola. That's on the one hand, but we also have a WebSocket running on port 3000, which I cannot show with the browser easily. But we will see it in a second. If I do yarn dev right here to start the front end, and then in a second the page pops up and it actually connects directly to the WebSocket and then waits for it. So you see here in the network tab, we should see something like blobs being transported, localhost. Yeah, I think this is already, no, this is not here, this one. WebSocket, localhost 3000 /socket.io, something. So those are running perfectly fine. We do not see anything because we have not started anything. And that's what I want to do now. Let me stop this because it's kind of getting confusing. So !ambush into the chat, and then we see a monster appears. And now if we do !join, then we see one character appears. I hope if I do join again, let's see what happens. We actually add more characters. So that's one bug that I just came up with. Multiple or forbid multiple joins. And now we can do !tag the head, for example. And then we see, oh, there was one damage number here. It got reduced, and one damage number here. This one actually is exactly the part that we see here, which was apparently 8 damage. Or 4. I'm not sure which one. So we can do !attack again. And then, do I attack twice now? That would be interesting. So now the monster is dead. Nothing happens anymore. Victory. Yay. We of course have to add something to indicate victory. But it also says here the what is called Suagin Priestess, which is this kind of beast, has been defeated. Sweet. So let's continue with where we left off, which was we wanted to have our adventurers jump forward. And for this, I think we did add all of this fun stuff here. For just a second. And then looked at something. Why do we do this? Not sure whether we need this one or any of this. We definitely want the adventurer though, and we want to make the adventurer attack somehow. And we did part of that, I think. So somewhere we need a curve. Where did we actually do that? Adventurer curve. Or was it inside of the adventurer? To do next stream. Yeah, perfect. Use this to jump on attack. Okay, so currently when is this called? Do we do this immediately on start? Interestingly, the monster is still there. Which is... Oh, I think our app crashed. Yes. That's fine. We can accept that for now. Let me get an understanding of what we actually want to do. Yeah. Let's maybe restart the backend for just a second. I'm not sure why is the front end guy still there? Ah, wait. Somewhere. Here's the curve. Did we just add the image of the bad guy? Yeah, we did. Okay. Now we are alone. Okay, perfect. So, and now we need to get some updates, I suppose. Update here. So if we do update right now, we should call this fun stuff. In this one, this update method inside of the adventurer, basically it follows the point on the curve which is moving. So if we do this, we see it jumps forward and then it jumps back. This is exactly the behavior that we want. Sweet. So this one works, and for the time being we also repeat it infinitely, just so we see look at look at Copilot knowing things. Yes, he's right that -1 means forever, but we do want to disable later for production. So now we need to move, I think, all of this into some kind of helper. Or how much of this do we actually want to do on startup? I think what we want is we run the tween, which is the actual animation. We run the tween whenever we attack. So we should probably have something like public attack. And now we add this nice little tween. Babs. So here we can say this dot tween. We do have the path. We do have the curve still. And I suppose, is that already it? I suppose yes. So now the tween starts when we call this attack function, which we can do if we go inside of the title scene. Let's close the, but because we were lazy, this is still called title scene. We can remove this guy. We can, yeah, whatever. Let's close those for just now. We can, I think, adventurer damage received, monster damage received, adventurer attacked. I think this is it. So we find which adventurer is actually attacking, and then we say adventurer.attack. And maybe that's already it. Not yet. We have not saved. Now, if we could attack here once, that would be amazing. What I can do is we can use this .GUI. Oh, Ghost 101. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a cup of tea. Let me pour you something. I hope this new this not so great micro that I have now, you can still hear the pouring. Here's your cup. Enjoy your tea. So how much did you actually get of the initial introduction? Because depending on that, I might give a bigger recap or a smaller recap. The short version is we have this front end. We want to make it look like this. We actually also have a back end which simulates this whole game. We can control everything with 3 commands inside of Twitch chat, which are !ambush, which starts the whole fight, !join, which means a new person will join as one of these small adventurer characters, and !attack, which means, well, jump forward and attack the monster. And all of this is turn-based battles. So the monster attacks, I think, every 30 seconds is currently the setting. So you can also attack only every 30 seconds, essentially. You attack once, then you have to wait until the monster has attacked, and then you can attack again. All of this is persisted with the help of Mongoose. And yeah, that's pretty much what we have been working on. Technologies, so MongoDB, on the back end, MongoDB and Mongoose, or even TypeGoose, which is I would not recommend it anymore because Mongoose has by now pretty good TypeScript support. We also use NestJS. Everything is written in TypeScript. Everything TypeScript. We also at some point had AWS CDK involved and deployed everything on AWS. I think there's one stream about that with the help of services called Fargate as well as DocumentDB, which is MongoDB essentially. And then PhaserJS for the front end. Summary finished. All right, let's continue here. Yeah, so tell me, what are your wins of the week, or how did you find the channel? Maybe one of these questions. Or which technologies are you working with? I'm curious. In the meantime, while waiting for the answers, we can do the following. We have our GUI here, and we can take that one. So .gui is a pretty useful tool in the world of web development, actually. You will see why in a second. Thank you. So look at Copilot doing its thing. So for example, we can have the X position and the Y position. So these are properties of this object. And now if I save, we can see them up here and we can change them. For example, the X position is not fine. Let me move to position 100. It didn't update, interestingly. Because probably it actually never re-renders as of then. The one that we want is a tag, because we can actually just push this button and then it runs the function, which is exactly what we want. To do extract monster class is not what we want here. So now we can click the button and whabams, it attacks. Yay! And that's pretty much what we want, right? That's pretty much what we want. Why do I have to do extract monster class here? Because welcome. Nice. Nice to see you guys. So let me just finish my thought here. Why do we have to do extract monster class here? So far in the front end, we do not have a separate class for the monster. And that's why some numbers are actually hard-coded here. So that's one thing that I definitely want to change. Sorry I'm late. Sensei. Thank you. Thank you, Your Highness. Was it Your Grace? I think it was Your Grace, right? Mrs. Grace, glad to see you. Cynobite OffSec. Didn't you join like the other day? Yeah, you did. But glad to see you back. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's it going? Mace, how was your week? I mean, we saw each other yesterday, kind of, right? In the thanks for coming to the workspaces stream. How did you like it? Personally, I gotta say, I think there is So yesterday we were looking at AWS workspaces. Was it yesterday? The day before yesterday? I think, yeah. We looked at AWS workspaces to run a virtual computer, a virtual Linux machine, and install VS Code on it and stuff, and basically have our complete development environment in the cloud. But I gotta say, not 100% convinced yet, because it did have some degree of lag, and it was fairly unstable. At least the 2 times that we tried, we always had to basically completely restart, and then it took 5 minutes. It was pretty annoying. What do you think, Mrs. Grace? Interested in trying it out? I mean, so one interesting thing is it is in the free tier of AWS for, I think, 2 months. So you can just fiddle around with it. But yeah, I probably will look like for at least look more deeply into it, so that, let's say, yeah, to smooth out the edges, at least, or look into one of the other solutions. There was some time which I could not know. Yeah, I wasn't aware of the 20 minutes waiting time as well. And it was packed with a lot of information indeed. Yeah. I don't know. AWS is such a big topic, in particular if you're not already into it and at least have set up 1 or 2 things, it can be kind of hard. Anyway, yeah, if you ever want to have a complete like AWS beginner stream, please ping me. It would be interesting. So, did you read about NSO? Let me just click this button and then attack the monster, which is not there. What is NSO? They got kicked out of Amazon. NSO. AWS. NSO group, 2 days. Oh, Israel surveillance vendor NSO group. Interesting. Yeah, AWS has a lot of power, indeed. It has a lot of power. Running, I think they do run 80% of all containers. I mean, that's what they said themselves in 2019, which is a lot. So they can probably control half of the internet, if they wanted to, and just leave those that they want to, which is kind of a scary thing if you think about it. I mean, in Germany, some time ago we had net neutrality discussions because of, I think it was Telecom, who were thinking about allowing or making kind of contracts with specific companies, and then you have basically infinite bandwidth for these specific companies. Like, I don't know, if they make a contract with AWS, you can visit AWS all you want. You won't get charged additionally, but you only have a little, like on mobile, essentially. You only have a specific degree of or amount of bandwidth for other websites, and this is a clear sign that essentially your bandwidth provider can decide you should go there and you should not go there, and so on, which can be pretty hard for, in particular, smaller websites and so on, or let's say alternative websites, which are not as state friendly as others. That was quite some time ago. I don't know, 5 years ago or something, the telecom thing. I actually even don't, I think they were not allowed to do it in the end. Yeah, but it kind of reminds you of that. So we click the attack button and then they bams. And that's pretty much it, right? Now, is that all? We do have it here in Adventure Attacked, so I think that's all we need, right? Let's try, I guess. Did it break? I think it broke. Yeah, because I say update all the time. I do think we need to do something like this. This.party.forEach a maps to a.update. Otherwise, they won't get updated. So their position won't change if we don't set this. Okay. Maybe let's try, huh? We do need to restart the server, right? Or do we? Well, now I did. And Mace Grace, you have admin rights. So if you would be so kind and do an exclamation mark ambush into the chat. And everybody else, exclamation mark join as soon as the monster appears. I can't put it up large like so. There's the monster. So you cannot see my part here. So exclamation mark join is the command that you need to run. And then as soon as you have joined, you can start attacking the monster. Be aware, maybe write some other text, attack the head or something, or I attack the monster, whatnot. So, and in the meantime, I need to look at this. Somebody took damage. Did somebody already attack? Mace's Grace, can you attack can you maybe attack once? Attack again. It did not do the thing, right? But it's doing something. It's doing something. It's moving towards the monster, but it's terribly slow. So that's me. And if I attack the monster. What is happening? Okay, that didn't quite work. The damage numbers also don't disappear. Let's try to find out what went wrong. Hey, here it worked. Wait, what? Can you do an attack again, please? Oh, it's dead. Damn it. Ah, damn it. Let's restart this. And restart this page and make the page large, because else we won't see everything. You can see my screen again, right? Yes. So attack, sorry, ambush. That is the monster. And we join. There's me. Let me look at the console here. And the problem is I cannot, I'm probably not fast enough. So I have to do something like this. Damn it. Yeah, this is again one of the times where I definitely want 2 screens, but until next week I still have to wait. So the socket broke down. Or did it? Network. Yeah, the socket broke down. Socket What did you do? Why you break? This .username is... Huh. Canary property pushed of undefined. An ambush. TypeScript T. Ah, because I'm dead. Or am I? That's one thing that I wanted to fix, by the way. Let us do that maybe. So if I do go to server and I say code dot, let us look at the server. And one thing that I need here is on the API level, on the controller level, sorry. So right here, so we see that the HP is actually, so everything with add prop is persisted in the database. So what we see here is that the HP are actually persisted, but they are not shown in the on the API level, which is annoying. Yes, thank you. Copilot is really scary by now, by the way. The more I work with it, it's like, okay, you know a lot. You definitely know a lot. So now we have this on the API level. I think we need to change our yeah, I think one of my characters is actually dead, which makes it complicated. So if I start the server now, I can go to localhost 3000, and we do go to /adventurers, and now we see that we actually only have 11 HP left, which is not that much. And probably I die all the time. So what we do to fix it is we go to test.http, and we can call an patch here, and we say TypeScript T time. Ah, damn it, it doesn't work. our patch doesn't allow changing the HP. If I go to the controller, I see patch. Let's just say HP 5000. Why does that not work? Ah, okay, I see. Right here. Find the username, we set the experience, we just say adventurer.hp equals 5000. So that should fix it for now. Then we go to here and we say, okay, yes, you now have 5000 HP. Thank you. So who wants 5000 HP? Nobody. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, now nobody has to die. Maybe Mace's Grace when you start dying. I will, of course, make you give you some HP. So now we can close this one, I think, and we can rerun this guy. There we go. Now, isn't there a better way to do this? It would be nice to have to not have to go through the complete let us attack. First we have to ambush. Well, is the video getting more and more asynchronous? Currently it says 2700. So currently it's green. So I hope the delay is on, and Twitch is also saying excellent apparently. No recommended changes. So let's hope it was just for 1 second here. Can I clear this for a second? It might be, well, it might also be on my side. I would not say it's definitely on your side. But we can do an ambush now. Bams. We can do a join now. We can do an attack now. And it works. I'm confused. Let's kill this once more, the server. And so I did kill the server just now. And I will rerun everything once more. Exclamation mark ambush. Exclamation mark join. There we go. And exclamation mark attack. Oh no! Oh no! The overlay doesn't do it. It's the overlay that's broken. Mace, so in the overlay currently you see it's super slow. But if I remove the overlay, can you attack maybe? You can see here, right? If you could attack, that would be amazing. There you go. It just works. Oh no, overlay. The OBS overlay is not updating often enough. Maybe is there just a setting for that? That would be ideal. Use custom frame rate. Oh, I only have a frame rate of 1. Dude, we need 60. Uh-huh. Let's try this. By now I'm kind of getting worried. Let's not start an ambush immediately. Let's do one thing. We go to the server again and open up the server. And now we go to the chatbot service. And I want to say if the message includes exclamation mark ambush, then do all of this. And if the message includes join, and if it includes attack, and if it includes fee, end the battle. Because I am starting to get worried that we might get blocked by Twitch. I don't know how happy they are with it. So that was the whole change that I wanted to make. Now we can restart. Whoops, that was not what I wanted. Oh, no! No! My VS Code. I hit Alt F4 once too often. But we can do yarn dev server. Thank you. And we can do yarn dev. Bams. So server is running on the left side here. Our front end is also running now. Now, where's my Chrome window? Here we go. This window is frozen. localhost 8080. And FPS of 1. Yeah, probably I was thinking like it won't update anyway. But FPS of 1 is still strange. Oh no, it's Phaser was actually trying to run with a custom frame rate, maybe? So instead of doing 60 updates per second, it was doing 1. Let's see how it works. Maybe I can also just remove the custom frame rate. I cannot. Okay. That's too bad. Refresh the browser. No, I actually don't want that. I want to do that manually. Shutdown source when not visible. Also not. I cannot remove the frame rate. Okay. So this should be fine. If I add this now, by the way, my internet went down just for a second, so probably you have some issues now. This should work. Now, exclamation mark ambush. And I actually forgot to put it. I join to fight the monster. There we go. For whatever reason, join again. For whatever reason, I think we only have like 5 characters, right? And then tag first. It does the thing! Yes! It works! Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, yeah. Sweet! Let us attack too. One final attack to the neck. Ta-da! We did it! It works! Nice! That cries for a high five, everybody! T for everyone! Woo! Looks okay. Yeah, it looks better than without. And now we can do the same for the monster, and we can do like a screen shake for the monster as soon as it receives damage. And more fun stuff. Right. So let's start. I think we kind of have have a big part running now. Man, there's a lot of code. So maybe if I can put all of this into a method, add attack curve. Oh, Q or not curve. Thank you. Now, because TypeScript doesn't see in the constructor that we do this dot curve equals something something, and it also doesn't see this dot path equals something something. It says, oh, you have no initializer, but we actually do. So I just ignore it for here. Probably in production code, I would be inclined to initiate it actually, like master vector and so on instead. Or I would probably just try to leave it inside of here and just return an object. Yeah, I will probably do this. I would say return. We can do that. Yeah, let's do that to have some better programming here. Increase the quality slightly, and then we do curve, and this is this guy, and then we say I think here, and now we can right here say this, or let's say const curve props equals this guy, and then we say this dot path equals curve props. Oh, we can just do this probably. Path and curve. This dot path is path, and this dot curve is curve. Thank you. And property number is not assignable to type 0. Why is t of type 0? You're a number. And now we can remove the exclamation marks. And it's still the same, pretty much the same logic. One, let me think. One important. Oh no. I was thinking about whether this is actually having side effects, the cubic curve, but it does not have any side effects as far as I think it does not have any side effects. If it would have side effect, it would have something like this dot scene inside of it. But since it doesn't, I think it does not have any side effects. So now we have everything nice and clean. Next, we can add a monster. Let me look at this at the chat here for a second. Yeah, totally. Yeah, perfect. So we want to have a monster class. So we just copy this guy because it's actually also an image, and we say the texture is, I think the texture is given from outside. So we say the texture is provided. We also have a monster name. So we just say name in this case, because it's a monster name immediately. In case of AdventureS, I don't call it name because this is the Twitch username, which is a slight difference. I mean, it's also the name of the adventurer, but we want to give some more information that this is actually the Twitch username. We could call it name, of course. So we have a name. We have some position. I think we can copy that one. Where do we actually add the monster? We do it right here. So currently it's the texture is just monster. So I think we can hard code it for now, and then we add it later, change it later. It always has the same position, which makes it easy for us. Can remove this class. So it has X position 1100, which is like from the left. In my case, it's like, I think the screen is 1440 large. So it's somewhere, if the whole screen would be, it would be somewhere here. But because the window is not one whole screen, it's slightly to the left. And then 620. The window is how large? 1080. Let's say 1000. So this is slightly below the half. And remind, in computer graphics, everything is weird. You don't start in the left lower corner, you start in the left top corner and then go down with your y-axis, which is always confusing for me. I think we only set the display size here. This display size. This probably has to be changed later, but together with the texture, because it depends on the texture how large you want to have the monster. But that's one thing we can ignore for now. We also actually want the attack curve, so that's fine. The control points, however, are different. Actually, it's kind of more complicated, right? Because the attack curve depends on whom we attack. So for the time being, let's just ignore it and remove it. And then we add it later. Can attack, that's not relevant for now. Yeah, okay. Let's leave it at that right now. For now, but instead, maybe we can do the following. I have an idea. Can we do this .curve.set start point spaced points? Oh, we cannot set it. That's annoying. So we have to create a new curve, probably. Okay. Which means we want to set the curve on attack, right? Because when do we decide who to attack? At attack time. Yeah, maybe let's take one step at a time. Yeah. We do not call this anyway, and I think for now it's fine because we do not call this update method. So I just save right here. This is definitely to do, and then we continue. Oh, by the way, there's one feature that I use way too little. We can pin stuff. And then it's always in the same place, which is actually pretty useful, I think. So if we do new monster, bams, of this. Is that it? Cannot find monster. Okay, let's import it. What else do you receive? A monster name. Oh, the name is actually never displayed, so we don't need that. That's fine. That's great. So let's remove it. And bams, can take this one and move it inside of here. Because the comment is for this set display size. And now everything should still work just as before. We can now start working with the monster, I think. What do we actually want to do with the monster? At some point here I said to do extract monster class. Maybe let's look at these. But that's fine. Here we have another hard-coded thing. So maybe it's worth adding a damage numbers function, right? So we can do new damage text of how much we take this number and then the instance, which in this case is the monster. So the damage and the receiver. And then we can say create this function. Right here. New. We call it damageText.ts. And we, in this case, I think I also have something set up, so I don't have to write it myself. Yeah, here we go. So the important part is a class called damageText, and it extends the PhaserGameObjects.text class. And this is just the necessary stuff so that you can actually see it on the scene. So it automatically gets added to the scene. And from here on, we can, for example, add the styles, which is, where is it? I think it was font size 64 pixel. Bams. And we have a receiver, and we have, which has, I think, X. Probably it's just a GameObjects.GameObject, I guess. And then we can say receiver.x. Apparently GameObjects don't necessarily have, but we can say image. Yeah, that works. Receiver.y. And then we can say damage, which is a number. And then we say damage.toString. And I think that's pretty much it. We also want this here, so it gets removed automatically. This.scene.delayCall hit number.destroy. This.destroy. So it destroys itself. Hopefully that doesn't cause any trouble. We'll see. Maybe we can give it the better name. Oh, my bad. Destroy, or set destroy timeout. What else? And now we can say, okay, this is nice. Let's just throw it away. Import this guy, and now we have to somehow get hold of the monster, which is not as trivial maybe as we might think. So private monster, which is a monster, thank you, but it never gets set, and it can be undefined. Do we just ignore it for now? No, it can be undefined at the very beginning, right? Yeah, it can absolutely be undefined. So that means we have to say probably this is monster or null. No, that's not correct. Copilot. And that's it. So at the beginning it can be undefined, but right here we say this dot monster is the monster. And now we can work with it because right here we already have it. If monster, then do this. Sorry, this dot monster. So it expects 3 arguments because we forgot to put the scene as the first argument, I think. And then number is not assignable to image. So we probably have to change these two in order because we first have the receiver and then the damage. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So that's one. We can also now do the same for our adventurer, which is cool. Oh, wait. What? We take minus 200 here. Did we do that already for the other one as well? Where is here? We take minus 200 here. Okay. So that's one important part. We actually have the text shifted by 200 to the bottom. No, to the top. Sorry. Ah, there it is. the strangeness that if you decrease y, you go up. So this, maybe let's not make it. Let's make it slightly smaller, huh? 32 is too small, 48 pixels. And now we can say we can say that we want the new damage text, and we want, so if adventurer, then we want new damage text of course we want to add it to this scene. We do want the adventurer, and we do want every adventurer receive damage. Man, it's so weird that all of a sudden Copilot tells you so much. Look at this. Look at it go. And we can remove all of this fun stuff. And that's it. Well, bam, did it. I think it actually were. Now it's more lines. No, it's not. Okay. Burn it with fire. It's yeah, Copilot is weird, and I'm fascinated but also scared because you did see it, right? It basically took the information from up here and adjusted it with adventurer received damage and so on. And then an AI is able to do that because it's definitely not code that it can find on GitHub, right? The naming and the correlations that we have here, it's nothing that probably no one has ever written it in this very specific way. So it's definitely not copy and paste. It's really just the AI figuring out, you did this. Maybe you want exactly the same pattern, but with adventurer this time, which is correct, but still scary. I find it scary, at least. Maybe we can this dot have at least some more fun. This dot adventurer. Let's see. Let's see here. I was about to add some jiggle, like when the monsters. Okay, we don't see the monster right now, but when the monster is here and it gets attacked, it should do some. Or I have an idea. What we can do. We can do this dot adventurer dot. Sorry, just adventurer. It is adventurer dot nose. Don't set the hell. Although we probably also want that later. we probably want to do that at some point. It doesn't even have the It doesn't even have the methods to do that. What we want to have is take damage. And inside of take damage, can I go to the adventurer class, please? Can I? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. There we go. Why does it actually not? Can I not just say declare method? Yes, do it. Do it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Put it to the bottom. Say public. Take damage. And now what I want is the following. I say this dot tint or set tint, I think. Set tint. Is it tint fill or tint? An additive tint. I think that's what we want, if I remember correctly. We want, what do we actually want? We want top left, top right. Man, that's surprisingly complicated. And yeah, let's do this for now. So it's RGB, right? So red, green, blue, which is perfect. This is red. I think this is red. Red. And then let's see, how did we do the other one? This dot scene dot time dot delayed event, delayed call. Was it delayed call that we used? Yeah, apparently we did. We take this, and after maybe after 500 milliseconds, we do this dot clear tint. Let me save it. 500 is maybe a little long. Do 300. And let's try it, right? That's what we're here for. Let's do another ambush. And I do need to refresh the page in this case, because it's not automatically refreshed anymore, I think. Yeah, maybe for development, we want to probably refresh it when it becomes active. So let's start an ambush. Exclamation mark, ambush in the chat. Babs, there's the monster. Join the group. The group. And then attack with some might. I did forget, unfortunately, to... Man, that was a good hit. That was a 20. Does the monster attack at some point? It should, right? No, it kills it. Okay. Whoops. Since we didn't take damage, maybe we have to make the monster take damage. So we just copy it 1-to-1, and then we say, when the monster takes damage, let's... Can you figure it out, Copilot? Can you? Can you? This the monster dot. No. Take damage. So let's refresh. Do we have to reset the server? No, we don't, right? Ambush again. And join again. And this time we attack once more. There it was. It's doing it slightly too fast because it's the... So what you should have seen is that the monster got red for a second. And we should get red. There it was. We should get red as well. And take some damage. I think Why does the damage number disappear so fast though? That's one thing that worries me. Can you tag me, please? Maybe? There it is. Okay, maybe let's do 1500 seconds and then we see. Okay, so that worked. Pretty good. I think I killed it. Sorry. So we have the animation of our adventurers. Now we have to adjust it to some degree. And then we can copy that over to the monster. Because of because so let's maybe add the target right here, and we say this is a game object dot image. And now I do think we need to do the curve thing. We do need to do the curve thing in attack, because at least for the monster we have to do it, because he can attack multiple targets. So the curve is a property of, or the curve is dependent on who we attack, and we only know who we attack at attack time. So curve needs to move right here. This dot curve equals this guy. So this, however, comes with some issues. Why? Or maybe, just maybe, because maybe we can do this. Can we? I think we can. I think we can do this. And now we make these guys actually or null, and it is null at the beginning. Oh, by the way, I can also just do question marks here instead, which is probably easier, instead of having it explicitly initiated to null. So maybe we do that as well for our monster friend. Question mark. Here we go. And now we have to do this dot monster here. The thing is, we only do that if there is a monster. And this dot monster. So now TypeScript knows, okay, the monster is there. Perfect. And then now we can attack the target, which we need to provide here then. Oops. And here, and essentially it's just X number and Y number, right? I don't know how often I have written this interface. Jeez. in probably 500 different projects. I always need to write this, and again and again I have to define a new interface. At some point they should just make this one a 2D point interface built in. It would be so helpful. Now X of the start point is fine. X of the control point and of the Y point, however, are not fine. So we want x2, so x colon x2, and we want y colon y2. So this is a destructuring. Usually I would have these available as x and y, but I already use x and y right here. So what I instead do, I re-declare the name also, which is possible. So, and we want to jump to this position, and we want to jump to this position, and we want to jump to this position, and we want to jump to this position. And now we do have the monster class, so we can remove that comment. We already have the interpolation, so that's fine. And this can stay as is. We get the curve now. And now we only want to have this if this dot curve, then do this fun stuff. This dot curve and then this dot path. Right? So this is essentially saying, is it tagging? Which is a it's a kind of a cryptic way to, yes, you are actually attacking. TypeScript. TypeScript. Fortunately, it doesn't realize that if is attacking. It didn't. It kind of lost the fact that it's. So TypeScript apparently does not resolve the variables if you extract them into a different Boolean, which is unfortunate. One definitely annoying thing, which I think they should be working on. Okay. This is good. This is good. Now, I think we can copy all of this essentially one-to-one, right? Or do we at any point use the fact that it's where it's actually positioned? I don't think so. So we can probably just copy all of it. So far, our monster and our not monster curve are pretty similar. Or is there any difference with this? Oh, that was too much. Can remove these two. I think the only difference so far is this dot display size, and in the case of AdventureJS, we want to set a random position. The texture is of course different, and they have a different property. But when it comes to this attack animation, they are completely identical. We might want to make this kind of a plugin that we can then use. That would be one idea. Why don't you use two ifs right here? Because that won't help me, right? I mean, I definitely want to ensure they are both. So I can also write if this dot path and then remove this fun stuff. Then everything is fine as well, but it's just longer. So I prefer this version. And all in all, what I actually want is that I can say is attacking, and TypeScript still sees, okay, yes, this is defined because I assert that it's defined up here. But it doesn't, which is annoying. What I could do is do something like this, but then it's just double. And yeah. Which is, I think in this case, then just one comment and everything is fine. Now we have to call them properly, right? Or do we already? Dot attack. Once it's already attack the AdventureJS. Sorry, the adventurer has already attacked the monster. And we also want the... Oh, the monster is not yet attacking, apparently. So let's add that. Monster attacked. So it is a monster and it is event type attacked. Maybe just says it's or null or undefined in this case. Okay. So if we have this, we essentially want to have exactly the same as this. So if monster attacked, then we want to find the adventurer who was attacked. So we'd say monster attacked dot target who was attacked. And then we say, okay, if adventurer, then monster, please attack the adventurer. This dot monster. Please attack the adventurer. This can also be undefined. So and this dot monster. And now we should jump each in front of each other. So let's see. Why don't you use 2ifs for the typing? Yeah, it won't help me with the Boolean name. I thought you mentioned before that it was not working with end, but I guess I misunderstood it. Yeah, it is working with end, but it does not see when you give the variable a name. Instead of writing inside of the if, you write this dot monster. If you don't do that, but you give it a name, const is defined. Is defined. Then it does not recognize it as type guard, unfortunately. Well, I think this is a nice place where we can actually play another round. And I think then that's also a good place to maybe stop. So, final round for today. Also, let's see. Let me find the Final Fantasy. I actually did a fanfare for us, by the way, but it's still not that good. Maybe one thing that really annoys me. One thing that really annoys me so far is that we have adventurers win. The monster stays all the time, and that's pretty ugly. So party killed, monster appears, adventurer killed. Don't we have an event for monster killed? Here we go. And the attack type is probably monster killed. Yes, it is. Adventurers win. So if the adventurers win, then this dot monster dot destroy. Vamps. And maybe let's move that to the bottom, because winning usually happens at the end and not at the beginning. Okay, I reload. Oh, you couldn't see anything, my bad. So what I did is add this win condition essentially. So I filter out the event which is called monster killed, and if I have the monster killed event, then we call this dot monster dot destroy. And this question mark is a very useful thing. It's basically the same as saying if this dot monster, then this dot monster dot destroy. And this is just a shorter notation for that. Whenever this is usable, I tend to use it. Okay, another try. So, exclamation mark ambush. Mrs. Grace, you have the honor. Ah, sorry. I can't come up. I can't remember currently the Final Fantasy. That's Pokemon. Something like that. Join with Amazon. There we are. And so everybody, exclamation mark join into the chat if you want to fight with us. And then as soon as you did that, you can exclamation mark attack to start attacking. The monster actually didn't attack. Damn it. But Mrs. Grace did attack. And here I did attack as well. The monster didn't attack. That's annoying. That's annoying. So we have one more bug to fix before we can finish. Monster, please attack us. You take your time. Perfect. Finally, we can attack again. Attack final. And now the monster is actually gone. And I did attack nothing. Woo! Sweet, 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 sweet. Yeah, so we can probably do some more fun stuff at the end. By saying monster.kill. And if we go into the monster, we can define a public method kill, which says well, die. And then we can say something fun, or we just say for now we destroy it. But this is the place where we can do some fun stuff, like it shattering into pieces and whatnot. Interestingly, these guys did not do the thing. So we had compile errors. What does it do in case of compile errors? So which version did we actually saw just now? Maybe that was the whole problem. Yes. I think that was the whole problem. Let's try again. Like ambushed by an elephant. There we go. And we join to ride an elephant. So, and now we wait 30 seconds and hopefully the monster attacks us. Come on, monster. Come on, you can do it. And in the meantime, I see whether there are actual more compile errors. No, there aren't. Perfect. Come on, monster. Did it already attack us? There it did attack us, but it didn't do the thing. Why does it not do the thing? Please tell me. Please. Why does it not do the thing? The monster is not updated. So the monster actually internally moves. No, it never moves because the update method is never called. I think our logic is perfect. The only problem is that update is never called, so we never set its X and Y position. So what we need to do to fix that is to go right here and we say this.monster question mark dot update. Bam. This will work. This time for sure. Was I ever wrong? Ambush by Dracula, because it kind of looks like Dracula. Join with a silver bullet pistol. I have a sword. That's not a silver bullet. Game, what are you doing? And now if we do attack, or if the monster attacks at some point, maybe. Come on, monster. Yeah, it does the thing. Woo! It works. It works. Sweet. Actually, this is the point where I should take a video of the stream. Maybe we can clip it. I can clip it. Clip it. I'm not sure what actually happened. Anyway, that attack once more. Bams. Ah! Well, 14 damage. It's good that I have 5000 HP. We really don't hit hard currently. Nice. What's going on? Anybody else? Please join us. We need your help against this fiend. Against Dracula. The demon lord himself. Oh, only a 2. Man. Attack with more than 2. Oh, 19 damage. Oh, I rolled a 1. No. Attack with more than 2 and it rolls a 1. Jesus. What's happening? We can't. Dracula is too strong. Can we? What can we do? Nice. Attack frantically. Oh, an 11. I must have hit. Yes, we did it. Oh. Let's see. We did it! Yeah, at some point we also need to add sounds and stuff. Looking forward to that. But for now, I think we did pretty good, right? That is worth a high five and tea for everybody. Woo! So today we were able to add our small little animation, our attack animation. We also make the monster and ourselves red when we do get some damage. It starts to actually look pretty nice. Dracula was kind of a hard battle, to be honest, even though he only has 21 HP. And as soon as we win the battle, we kind of have a win scene where the monster is disappeared, and I sing for you. Yay! Isn't that great? So thank you so much for joining. Was a pleasure. I appreciate each and every one of you coming here and spending your time with me on Wednesdays. Next week I will be back in my regular place, so yeah, high five. Thank you for the tea. My cup has just become empty, so perfect. Yeah, so next time I'll be back at my regular place from travel, so things will be slightly easier again for me, and I don't have to show you the OBS and stuff. So look forward to that, as well as I do think I will stream twice a week from now on, because we can now start adding more and more feature to our game. And actually maybe next week I do some more streams, all for the game probably, and then we add some more nice little features, because 2 hours tend to be kind of little, right? But in general I will try to stream twice a week, so if you have time, join in. It will be kind of during the day instead, so once Wednesdays 18, and then I don't know, maybe Tuesdays during the day. or Mondays. And next week I will stream some more because I can. Yeah. So, yeah. Click the like button and follow button so you get an email from Twitch when you go live. I will also put the streams on the schedule so you can see that. And other than that, thank you so much for joining. Let's see whether we can rate anybody this time. Maybe my button is working this time. Let's go to the, sorry, that was the wrong one. The Live Coders channel. So Instafluff is online. Instafluff is always cool. Oh, this guy still did something. Instafluff is online. Let's start the raid. It doesn't work for whatever reason. GR Soares. Is he streaming in English? No, he's not streaming in English. What about... Let's just go to Lanalux, I guess. Or Akegikmo. Acegikmo. Shape bugs fixes. Then coding a Bezier math video in Unity. Perfect. I mean, we did Bezier curves today, so let's go to her. Acegikmo. Let me try to rate. Acegikmo. There we go. There we go. Start rate. And maybe it worked, and maybe it didn't. I think it worked this time. I think it worked this time. Yeah. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.